When you're talking to somebody who claims to be the same religion you are, and they're not, you have to look. It's a lot closer reading at both what they believe and what you believe, and it strengthens your faith so much. So much.
My conception or misconception growing up was that the Mormon people, they were Christian. The church name is the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So you're like, oh, they're just Christians. And I actually kind of grew up going to an LDS church, and then I became a Christian 5 years ago, realized the false doctrine that they're teaching, that Jesus is not eternally God, that they can become gods themselves, and that is just so contrary to the gospel.
This trip has really given me a heart to see that this is a mission field that's really unreached.
Bible. And so then we've also been learning about not just the way that the LDS Church has lied to people, but also we've been learning about how those lies have specifically hurt people. So yesterday we had a lady who came out of polygamy talk about like how terrible like the abuse is, and like the isolation, and how she was like mentally or emotionally abused as well. And they used the gospel, the gospel of the Mormon Church as a way to kind of like beat her. And so, it's really broken my heart being on this trip, because, we've seen not only the way that Satan distorts the gospel, but also how he has used it to hurt people as well.
So many unreached groups here in Utah. For a church that labels as Jesus Christ, they actually know nothing about the actual true gospel.
Yeah, and there are literally wards of Mormon churches everywhere, and it's just, you can literally feel the oppression in the city, like that weight of, Satan just lying to these people, and it really burns my heart or to know that the true gospel is not being preached.
This trip has just been an absolutely amazing time, and it's really opened my eyes to how oppressive and Mormonism is around here, and how much the church has control over Utah. It's really opened my eyes and my heart, and I would say Salt Lake City has actually become the city I'm most likely to move to.
Oh, cool.
Mormons,
but I think during this trip, just realizing how important it is when I'm reaching out, that I am undergirding the gospel, that I'm undergirding grace with that, and especially just the reasons why we know Christianity is true, almost to more build up Christianity rather than just trying to rip apart their Mormon worldview, because I realize how easy it is for someone who's coming from the Mormon faith to abandon Mormonism and then just go to atheism, which in some ways feels like progress because at least they're not in the Mormon faith, but ultimately it's not unless they're moving towards Christ.
I would absolutely encourage people to come on this trip. Like, you hear about it, you can hear about it all day long. You still won't understand until you get here what it's really like and what they really believe and go through.
Yes, 100% would recommend it. I think even before I got here, I realized how valuable it was to even study up to get here, because you're pressured to know your faith even more. So it's one thing to talk to atheism and prove God exists. It's another thing to read through the scriptures and see how people have thwarted it.
But like, they need people here to come and share the true gospel, and to actually use apologetics knowledge to tear down the lies that Satan has created under the facade of Jesus.
Awesome. Thanks, Allie.